Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and this morning has been interesting, you guys. I've been hearing a lot of like risky or risque music. In the title, I included TLC's Red Light Special. That's the one that's been most apparent, but there's also been a few others, including some from Paulina Rubio. I don't know if all of you necessarily are familiar with her because she tends to sing in Spanish, but aunque no sea conmigo, which is like, even if it isn't with me. So there's this implication that we have somebody that knows that they are no good for you, probably knows that you're better than they could probably ever aspire to be with, but there's a passion here. So I think this is an ex that is coming back and they know that you're single and they know you're attracting something. So they want to kind of control the situation. So from the sexual tarot, we've got the Emperor in the reverse, wanting to control the outcome, being manipulative in a situation. With the Three of Wands, anticipating something happening, some kind of offer coming in is the vibe that I get. This is somebody who knows the value that you possess and that it will attract another offer. So, because you're presumably single or available right now at the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, they want to make sure that you don't get this offer, basically. They want to distract you. And presumably, this is with, like, sexy time. So they want to lure you in with some sort of desire and then basically make sure you miss a really solid offer. So let's get you a little bit of a heads up on that. Called Spirit with some Moonshine Time. And as a reminder, this is an all sign. So I'm going to start with about two or three kind of like setting the tone cards, and then we'll figure out from there the individual signs. And I didn't include it in the description box. Sorry, guys, I should have. But good morning, Miss Christina. We go with air signs and then water, fire, earth. So I do have it listed on my community post, the exact order, but it's Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, Capricorn, Taurus, and then Virgo. All right, let's dive in with some of that general energy. We're going to use the Egyptian tarot. So the lines in particular from the Red Light Special are literally the first two lines, which is take a good look at it now. It might be the last time you get to go round. So this is like a bon voyage naked time. I hope you guys are proud of me for being mature instead of saying the really lame things that I think of. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. That's a lot of earth energy, you guys. A lot. And this implies that we have somebody who is able to provide stability or loyalty. This is somebody who's reliable, the Queen of Pentacles. And then we've got somebody who is maybe like overly connected to other people. I want to say this is like a flirt. Like the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse is like, I'm not going to return that same level of commitment or investment or time. And they may be a little bit like, I don't know, I get the feeling they're pretty popular, or there are a lot of people that are interested in this person, but that's because they kind of manufacture this like chasing element. Like they like to make people chase after them. All right, let's see. All right, that was fun. We've got the King of Swords in the reverse and the Knight of Wands. So we've got somebody who is, again, trying to manipulate the truth here in order to get a particular outcome. And Knight of Wands is exactly the energy I would expect to see for somebody who is hoping to use sex as a way to kind of control somebody else. The Knight of Wands is, kind of breadcrumby energy, somebody who wouldn't give you, again, a lot of time, a lot of investment. They would be spread kind of thin. Then we have the Judgment card and the Ten of Cups. There appears to be a decision that you're making about your home life. And it's an important one, because otherwise we would see the Two of Swords, which is like a crossroads to be sure. But hey, Anton, how are you doing? Aw, thanks. There's a level above, right? This is a major decision, because whenever you see the major arcana versus like the ones that actually have numbers, right? Like the Four of Pentacles is not a major arcana, but the Judgment card is. This is maybe moving away, maybe leaving a partner, maybe deciding you don't want to have children. There's something here that is a very large decision. And for many of you, this is related to whether or not you're with a partner or whether or not you start new, right? And I feel like there's maybe not even like the most recent ex, but there's someone from your past who kind of wants to get you off this track of living an authentic life or choosing happiness. So they're going to offer you something. And I think you see through this. I think you know that this person isn't really capable of offering something that's like really legitimate, right? Something that is here to stay. All right, we're going to grab a few from the Golden Lenormand and then we'll dive into Aquarius. We have the Anchor and the Girl. So the girl can represent an actual child or can represent that like youth or innocence. And she's holding a bouquet. So it's, I don't know, it's giving me the feeling that there are children impacted here, or there is a future vision of, well, is this the person that I want to be the parent to my child, right? Is that actually where I see myself going? Because I think what you're really looking for here is, are you going to provide me stability? With the Anchor, that's not a bad anchor. That is one that denotes stability, something that's positive for you, right? Hi there, Voodoo. How are you doing? So, I think you've almost got the sense that you've got like a litmus test, something designed to make sure you don't get pulled into a karmic situation, to see how somebody handles children, to see how somebody would handle being a parent. You want to make sure that this isn't just like another talking phase, right? You're not interested in the Knight of Wands energy. So the fact that that came out with the King of Swords clearly indicates somebody wants to hide that part of themselves. They want to pretend that that is not their energy, but it's still their energy. And I think you can smell it on them. So we've got the, ooh, interesting. I pointed out the bouquet that the little girl was holding, because now we have the the Big Daddy bouquet, which in this sense I feel is kind of like compliments. So somebody is going to try to like love bomb you. And I think the Tower is here to indicate that you're not going to let somebody just kind of like smooth talk you. You're not interested in the what would have worked 5-10 years ago isn't going to work on you now. This person can tell you you have a nice ass day all day long, but you're just like, yeah, but do you have a job? There's a desire to make sure that this person is who they actually say they are. And I don't think this person's necessarily expecting you to see right through them. Oh, isn't that delightful? The naivete. We'll go with the Ghost Tarot for Aquarius. Oh, hello, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? What do we have for Aquarius, please? So we have The Knight of Swords. I feel like this is somebody who is aware of the truth and not afraid to be a little bit blunt. And I gotta say, I really like that about you. Thank you, Ben. I hope you're having a great day so far. This is somebody who's like, yeah, no, I know what I have to offer. I know that I'm pretty awesome, actually. And I'm not afraid to tell the truth. So sometimes people don't like me, and that's just fine. But I'm not going to stop telling the truth. Um, that's just, that's more your problem than mine. Because if you have a problem with the truth, what does that say about you? You're probably hiding something. So I got to like really compliment you here because this is some beautiful energy. It's the ability to be just fine on your own, self sufficient, reliable. You're that friend that somebody wants to go to if they have a need for some good advice, but you also shoot straight with them, right? There's that Two of Swords energy. Interesting. So this is like you've already faced this decision. That's how that's coming out to me. You've already made a decision about this person. And that's why we have the two swords aren't even crossed. It's not an actual crossroads. You already know what the right decision is here. And so when somebody comes forward with an offer for you, Aquarius, you're like, you may have overestimated just how successful you might be with that kind of an offer because I've changed. So, yeah, you're a little bit cocky. Nice try there, though. All right, what else do we have for Aquarius? Six of Cups. This is definitely somebody from your past. I would also comment on the fact that we've got two sixes in a row, and then we also have the Seven of Cups. So interesting progression from the Six of Cups to Seven of Cups. This makes me feel, Aquarius, that this is someone from your recent past. And this is also somebody who's aware that you have options. There may have been some sort of shift in the dynamic here. Like maybe this person had some sort of bad press that made them slightly less, I don't know, slightly less desirable. And now it's like your stock has risen and they feel like they wouldn't necessarily be able to get somebody of your caliber again. And they feel like they can maybe kind of schmooze their way in. I really feel like it's mostly sexual, but they might give you a gift as well because we do have the Page of Pentacles here. But it's going to be something like kind of lame. Like if you really love horses, they get you like a My Little Pony and you're like, really? Okay. Like, I think you missed the boat. Like, it's not the point. I mean, not to say like, because I like cars, I expect somebody to give me like a real car. I actually really like the little guys. They're really fun. But at the same time, like, there's something here about you knowing this is not the right path to go down. Like, there's a desire to do something new and different. How's it going, Redbeard? And I don't know. I think you may even kind of chuckle or like scoff a little bit at them and be careful with that because I think they have a little bit of a temper. But I think you're kind of impressed that this person actually had the balls to come forward and make an offer because they should have known where they stand with you, kind of thing. All right, we're going to grab for clarification. I'm going to grab two cards from the situations deck and then one from the Romance Angel, and then we'll switch to the next sign. So it'll be Gemini after that. What clarification do we have for Aquarius, please? Threatened. Yep, they are threatened. They know that there is somebody else that is interested in you. But I also feel like this is confirmation, Aquarius, that we have somebody here who knows that there are people talking about them. They're embarrassed. It could be because they overestimated their ability to retain a relationship with you. And as a result, because you're walking away, they look kind of like a dumbass. I mean, maybe like full on dumbass, but you would know. Let's see. What else do we have for Aquarius? Yep, you are here for that new. We've got getting to know each other. So this person may even have already seen you hanging out with somebody else or gotten word that you are pursuing a new relationship or a new offer. So, I mean, I don't think I have to give you much advice, Aquarius. I think you know exactly what you need to do, and it's not your ex. All right, moving on to Gemini. Four of Wands, and let's just keep in mind that this is going to be clarifying the top row here, not the Aquarius row, right? So we've got Four of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you are seen as very stable, Gemini, and somehow like you've leveled up. Maybe you've gotten a promotion, maybe you moved recently into a nicer place. There's like a rebalancing in your life or a recalibration after something was removed or someone, right? There was a toxic relationship that I feel like you were able to walk away from. You know that you deserve more than what you were getting in that situation. Whatever they had done was indefensible. And I think this is really interesting, you guys. We've got the King of Swords in the reverse, clarified by the King of Swords in the upright. And to me, this is saying when somebody did something that they couldn't defend, you were able to look them square in the eyes and say, that's weird because this says otherwise. And like, bam, mic drop moment. Like either you had evidence or you had specific information that made it really clear that whatever they were lying about, they were lying about. So I think this is you being like no nonsense. So good for you, Gemini. We have the Ten of Swords. That's betrayal. I think, to be honest with you, because this is clarifying the Knight of Wands, there's a sense that you've been betrayed because of somebody's flirtatious nature or willingness to be disloyal. With the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, this is like, no, I don't see a way forward. I don't think even with a long time, I would get over what you did to me. So, because this is like the slowest moving energy in the deck, right? So this could mean you did something over a really long time and I just figured it out. But I think with the Knight of the Pentacles in the reverse, it's more of like, I will get over it, but I will never like forget. I don't know if I'll forgive. I hope you guys can, forgive wherever possible, but it's got to be your decision. I just don't want you to carry any anger or grief that you could otherwise get rid of by forgiving somebody. That being said, this is something that someone did that you felt was a deal breaker, it crossed the line. And so because we've got judgment clarified by Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, this is like, there's no way forward. There's no way for you to make this better. No problem, Voodoo. I hope you have a good day. We've got the Star, clarifying the Ten of Cups. So there's been healing or regeneration, a new sense of hope here for you in terms of finding love, because you did kind of shed a skin here in terms of being able to look at a situation without the rose-colored glasses and see it for actually what it was or who that person was. And that enabled you to move forward or to choose something different. So this is the person that wants to come back and make an offer and be, seductive. And I don't think you're going to be interested at all. I think you're going to be like, no. See, like, I'm not even attracted to your type now. Yep. You view this as a karmic situation, and as such, you want to leave it in the past. You've learned from it. You do not want to, re-engage. All right, let's get one from the romance angel for you, Gemini, and then we'll move on to Libra. What else do we have for Gemini? Children. So remember I said there may be something here about children. There is some impact to your love life here. Again, somebody may already have children and it may be a problem. Maybe you found out that your person doesn't want children and you do want children. There's some element here that is making things a little bit more complicated, but I think also helping you to choose the right path. All right, let's move to Libra. We're going to use the gold foil tarot for you, Libra. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse and the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So I don't really like the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, but I do like it being combined with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, which is basically relieving the anxiety or finding a way out of a situation. So because there was somebody here who did not put in the effort, which would be Eight of Pentacles in the upright, because they did not put in the effort, you were able to say, you know what, this is like drama that I don't need. This is a disappointment that's guaranteed. Why do I stay around for this? So interesting, especially because we also had the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse as the second card out from the underlying energy deck. So you were like kind of surrounded by the reality that somebody was just not cutting it. Somebody was not putting in the effort that you were. And that helped you to see what you needed to do in terms of changing that situation. We have a King of Cups with the Hanged Man, and this is clarifying the Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Swords in the reverse. So because somebody was, I think, being a little bit unruly with you emotionally, maybe they were being a bit quiet, not communicating their emotions, and then all of the sudden, everything would just kind of erupt. You had like a different perception of this person as a result of their like mood or their behavior towards you. And it made you realize that something was not as it seemed, that they were lying or they were holding something back from you. Considering we had this King of Swords in the reverse with the Knight of Wands, there's a chance that this was infidelity. But I think more so for some of you, it feels like they were not telling you what they wanted in the bedroom. There was just like some miscommunication there, some sort of difficulty. And then we have Temperance, Three of Swords in the reverse. So somebody made a quick decision. This feels like somebody was lying to you about maybe even their sexuality or what they liked. I don't know. It feels like somebody had to make a quick decision. I don't see the Knight of Wands really as infidelity in this situation. I think this is, if it was like open, right? I feel like this is more so somebody realized it was just like not the right situation and they could find something elsewhere. So there's almost like a positive ending here in terms of somebody being like more authentic as a result of kind of realizing that this was just like not what they wanted. So this feels like very much so like self-love to me, like somebody realizing I need to do this for myself because I'm like kind of doing things the wrong way. And with the Tower in the reverse, there's somebody here who has lost what they were trying not to lose. It's almost like somebody was trying to make you feel bad for who you are. Like, whatever it is that you enjoy, I don't think this person wanted to let you really enjoy it without the threat of telling other people or like what other people would think. Like there was this an undertone of judgment here. So you were like, well, that's cool. Cause like, if you can't enjoy what I want to enjoy, then I'm just going to like go elsewhere. And they were trying to like keep you stagnant. Hi there, Patricia. How are you doing? Some may disagree with you, Redbeard. All right. Let's see. I think we need a couple from the situation stack for clarification for you, and then one from the romance angel. What else do we have for Libra? We have reconciliation, come together. Uh-oh. And the one in the reverse. So, I don't know, Libra. There is a sense here that there's somebody who thinks they can convince you that they are your person, but you know that they are not your person. But it's almost like giving me vibes of unfinished business, like you feel like some ship has already passed. Yes, this is your soulmate. So I feel like, Libra, there may be some sort of concern here that you know who you love, you let that ship sail away, and now you know you've actually healed, or you're able to approach something better, but you've lost it. Like there may have been too much time here, and there's somebody from your past who's convinced that they're supposed to be your person, but you don't see them as your person. And yes, this is your soulmate, almost comes across to me as somebody who's trying to convince you that they really are your soulmate when you know that they are not. So, well, oddly specific. I hope you enjoy that. Sorry, guys. There's something better out there, though. So don't settle. If you feel like this is somebody who doesn't really love you for who you are worth being loved for who you are. You know what I mean? All right, let's move to Pisces. Pisces, I'm drawn to the Black Tarot. That's always a fun ride. Let's see what we have for you. Probably worth mentioning that I'm a Pisces, which is why when I tell you guys I'm going to be doing a reading in 30 minutes, you can probably expect it to be more like 45. I kind of suck at time management like I can show up to things on time for work miraculously, but like outside of work, I'm like really bad at it. I'm sorry, you guys. So we've got Four of Swords, healing. I like that. And you may also have resonated or would resonate with the reading I did with Time to Stop Being a Hermit in the title. I do feel like you've been cutting people out, and there's someone from your past that wishes that you had not cut them out. Queen of Swords in the reverse. But this looks like somebody who is definitely worth cutting out. This is somebody who did not put in the time or effort, and they were biting with their words. They were not, like, you saw two different sides to this person. Somebody who could be there for you and be kind, and somebody who wanted to make you feel little. We have the King of Cups in the reverse and the Ace of Spheres in the reverse. In the Black Tarot, the spheres are representative of Pentacles. So we've got somebody here who was unwilling to communicate with you how they actually felt. And as a result, they either rejected an offer that you made, or they decided not to make you an offer, even though they really wanted to. Oh, everybody send Christina the good vibes, because we want to have I don't know if I want to say happy ending when we're having such a red light special reading. But we want everything to go well for you, Christina. So happy vibes. Hi, Ashley. How are you doing? Cameron? Yes, this is Pisces right now. Okay, so funny story, Cameron. Your name is like my pet peeve, because when people mess up my name, they call me Cameron. Like Kirk Cameron, Anyways, I still love you. So we've got somebody who didn't want to be honest, maybe even with themselves, with how they felt. You know, they didn't want to, I think they didn't want to step up to the plate and work on the things that they would have needed to work on if they were with somebody like you, Pisces. Because remember, you came out as the Queen of Pentacles. Whether or not you identify as feminine, we've got somebody who is seen as reliable and loyal and, you know, makes things work. This would be the ideal partner. We've got the King of Spheres in the reverse and the Knight of Cups. Just as I'm talking about how you are very reliable or a great partner, we've got the King of Pentacles, because that's what spheres are, in the reverse, indicating this person was not capable of that kind of commitment. This is not a loyal person, particularly because this is underneath the Knight of Wands. This is breadcrumbing energy, somebody who knows how to love bomb and then disappoint you immediately thereafter. With the Knight of Cups, this is somebody who was heavily sought after by other people, and you made the judgment call that you were not going to be an option. This is not, you may even be a bit of a heartthrob yourself, because with judgment, there's also some sort of like kind of underlying energy here, Pisces, that you've got other options as well. There may be some sort of prestige associated with being with you. I feel like you're a bit selective. Eight of Spheres. So this is something about, I think you decided to invest your time and your love and your energy into yourself. With the Ten of Cups clarified by this, this feels to me like you knew how to build a happier home environment, or, you know, just an environment in which you thrive. And that was, I want to learn how to be more self-sufficient, because this is somebody who is juggling all 8 of those pentacles by himself. So you are a badass. All right, let's see. We'll clarify that with 2 of these situations cards and an angel romance. So we have focused in the reverse. You may be interested to know that somebody has stopped watching you. So you may have felt that there was a bit of a stalker situation here, but we've got focused in the reverse, which is kind of coming across to me as good news. And then we've got love. So there's a shift in energy here, maybe a little bit like less obsession and more genuine, like unconditional love vibes. So I definitely feel like there's a shift here, and it's all because you've been able to kind of recalibrate and have this time to yourself. You've reassessed the environment and the people found in it and figured out where you should invest your time and where you shouldn't. All right, one of the angel romance oracles, and then we'll move on to Cancer. So Pisces, we've got very soon. All right, remember I said you have some options here, right? Well, you better figure out what you want. You're going to have a few options here, a few people shooting their shot in the near future. We do have, you know, Valentine's Day coming up, so maybe somebody plans to make use of that. Otherwise, Pisces, I know we've got birthdays coming up too, so it feels to me like somebody may try to utilize that as a way back in or as a way in, right? Because I don't know if this is a bad vibe X. This love card is really positive for me. So I feel like you either have somebody who's healed coming back that you would want to see, or you have something new that is going to kind of sweep you off your feet. All right, moving on to Cancer. This is the Marigold Tarot. King of Rings, which is the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and Justice. This is interesting because we do have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright as the card that is being clarified by the King of Pentacles in the reverse. And with that, there was a pretty clear differentiation between you and your person. And the fact that they didn't put forth the effort or loyalty that you did led to justice. So some sort of karma here. This feels like somebody getting caught. We have 7 of Cups in the reverse. And I'm taking that to mean there was an illusion that was shattered here. Somebody presented a facade or wore a mask, and they were no longer able to hold on to these secrets. The Seven of Cups is clarifying the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So if you can picture the Four of Pentacles in the Rider Waite, it's a guy holding on to a pentacle, right? It's somebody who's like stingy, not letting go, right? Somebody thought that they could hold on to some piece of themselves that really wasn't very positive, but it's come out and now everybody is aware. With the Knight of Cups clarifying the King of Swords in the reverse, somebody was lying about their passion, their offers. Maybe this was just somebody who was flirting, but I don't know. For many of you, I think this is somebody who is online. Yeah, and then we've got competition clarifying the Knight of Wands. So this feels like somebody who really needed some external validation. Maybe they just felt like if they, flirted or had somebody who was interested in them, they would feel more attractive or wanted. This kind of gives off like dead bedroom vibes. But I don't know that this is really as justified even as that. This is like, which kind of, I don't know that I could justify it at all, honestly. But this is somebody who felt like underappreciated, and Five of Wands, Five of Rings, which is Five of Pentacles. Somebody is basically saying, if you don't want to invest in me the way that I invested in you, then I'm not going to be loyal to you. So we have somebody who decided to let go of this connection. So this is somebody who was a little bit murky with you. This is somebody who thought that they could kind of bend the rules and feel all right about it, but they ended up losing you because they didn't offer you what you deserved. And with the High Priestess, you were able to envision not just like the truth of the situation and see past their illusion, but you could also see that you were deserving of something better, and you could see a path to that more appropriate love situation, right? This is clarifying the Ten of Cups. So you see your way to this like happily ever after. All right, so let's take a couple from the situations deck. What do we have for Cancer, please? Cancer, we have crushed, sad, broken, feeling alone, and then interview, talk, conversation, get on the same page. So oddly, what I see here for you, Cancer, is more so about like somebody who's trying to demonstrate how sad they are without you, but I don't feel like they've actually done any of the healing here. They haven't addressed the core issue. So this is a message for you to use your intuition and stay strong in terms of what you envision as your standards, your deal breakers, whatever it is that you feel you really want to have in that love situation, right? Because somebody is coming through to talk to you, and I don't think they're going to be fully honest with you. And there is something out there that's worth waiting for. This is your Ten of Cups High Priestess card confirmed. You know there's something out there that feels more unconditional for you, right? That aligns better with you. All right, we're moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio, we're going to use the Golden Art Nouveau for you. We have the Magician in the reverse. This is clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords is clarifying the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. And then we have Temperance in the reverse. Scorpio, there's something here about someone being very quick to control a situation. This is almost like giving me like PR vibes, like somebody who knows how to deal with a scandal. Like there's something wrong, but I'm going to figure it out. And then this person couldn't figure it out. So this feels to me like a liar, somebody who knows very easily, well, this is what I could do to cover this up. They're adept at it, right? And yet, I don't know, like, do you see the horse? He looks so nervous. That's what I can't stop looking at. So this feels like somebody who lied about a situation and then realized afterwards, oh, that's not maybe going to work the way I wanted it to. There's something that they didn't address because with temperance in the reverse, there's like a piece of information that's going to make it obvious this person lied, or it already did make it obvious, right? We have the Hanged Man, a change in perspective, a refusal to sacrifice oneself. Oh, and the Four of Swords in the reverse, because you knew that this situation, like you were letting yourself kind of be stagnant for a little bit because of this person, and you were able to realize you were not going to be able to resolve the issues that you have. You were not going to be able to bring this back to life if this person was going to behave this way. This is specifically coming across to me as somebody who lied in a situation where they didn't have to, and like you were encouraging them to be honest and they continue to lie. So, you know, the kind of person that eventually opens up or eventually comes clean a little bit at a time instead of just like ripping the band-aid off. That's what this feels like to me. Five of Pentacles. Interesting, you guys. That's in the exact same position as the Five of Pentacles for the Cancer. You may be dealing with somebody that has Cancer in their chart. But more importantly, this is a decision, right? Because it's clarifying the Judgment card, a decision to let go of a fear, maybe even specifically a fear of abandonment or a fear of being alone, because the Devil's in the reverse. You realize that moving away from this situation was the right move for you if you wanted to be in a happier living situation. So good for you, Scorpio. Let's get a little bit more from the situations deck for you. We have waves and entrapment. All right, Scorpio, this feels to me like somebody was maybe trying to convince themselves that they had more emotion here than they really did. It became more and more clear, I think, that you were able to maybe be happier elsewhere and that you had kind of been trapped by somebody. This feels like somebody who really kind of built a web of lies here, and they had bad intent. They were doing something that was, I think, really kind of shocking for you to find out about, especially because of their unwillingness to be like really honest with you. So this says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So honestly, I'm getting kind of an entitled vibe from the person that you had been dealing with. And I feel like there may be somebody that has a different background from you that is going to be more attractive to you than maybe they would have been in the past, because you've learned a lesson here, right? You're not as attracted to maybe people that have materialism as um, a problem they need to address. All right, we're going to move to Aries. This is the Meta Muse. What do we have for Aries? We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Sorry, Nine of Swords in the reverse. And the Four of Pentacles. So we've got assistance coming your way, perhaps specifically to your financial situation. And I think this is kind of coming across to me as you have been able to maybe separate yourself from somebody who is a bit of a mooch, somebody who is using you for your money. But I see an end to kind of penny pinching. Star in the reverse. Because you realize there was somebody here who was making things more difficult for you, and It could have been you. You may have, had to distance yourself from a job, but I think it was more so a partner that was making it difficult for you. With the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, you found something out about this person and it made you realize that all of the like gymnastics you were doing to be the perfect partner for this person were not worth the effort because this person was lying to you. We have the Hermit in the reverse. This comes across to me as somebody saying they were working on a problem that you identified with them. And as a result, you caught them, I think, pretending to do better than they actually were. So this is like somebody who said they were going to therapy and they weren't. We have Prince of Cups underneath the Judgment card. So this person may have gotten an offer, but I think it's more likely that you did, and it helped you realize that you needed to put something else in the 5 of Pentacles energy. So I think you realized you were worth more because something else showed its interest, or someone else showed their interest in you. All right, let's get your clarifiers. All right, what else do we have for Aries, please? We have trash. Yep, you had to put someone in like a permanent timeout, like, yeah, no, we're done. Thanks, but no thanks. And I think this person has been a little bit obsessed with you in terms of social media. And as a result, um, maybe actually realizes that you are serious and that things actually are done. So this person, I think, is kind of desperate in part because they need you to take care of them. So when they come through and want to make an offer to you, I think it's going to be one of those situations where you kind of scoff because you know you deserve better. We have pay attention to the red flags. You already know that this person is a giant red flag. So good for you. All right, let's move on to Leo. Leo, we're going to use the Jack-o'-lantern tarot for you. I love it. It's your card right out the gate here, Leo. Strength. You are kicking ass and taking names. And this is underneath the Queen of Pentacles and coming out alongside the Queen of Pentacles. You are demonstrating just how well you know your own worth and that worth is quite high. You are doing something that seems to be really impressive to others. You may have started a business, gotten a promotion, sold something that, people didn't expect you to sell. Maybe you really worked hard on a car or a piece of art and you were able to sell it for something. This is you looking really stable. And I think despite people expecting maybe even a little bit of a failure, I think you've hidden how well or how much you've worked on something because people didn't think that you were as good at something as you are. So we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse and 9 of Cups. Somebody was being emotionally manipulative here, in particular because I think they were a little bit upset that you were out earning them or you were making them look like they had not accomplished anything. So there was a sense that you've got a little bit of jealousy here and a little bit of, I like that you're making money, but it's making me look bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, now I feel like I have to do better. We have the 8 of Wands clarifying the Knight of Wands. This is really fast moving energy, and it's something that someone did to try to make it difficult for you to recalibrate. Somebody came rushing in to try to make sure that you would not go off on your own, but I see you still going off on your own because we've got the 3 of Wands ending off as clarification for that 10 of cups. So there's a sense here that you're waiting for something better. You know that there's something better out there. Like you're not willing to settle. And this person thought that if they made it difficult for you to heal from a situation, which to me sounds like they were just trying to communicate with you constantly when you asked for space, they were able to, fail spectacularly at this because I think you have stuck to your guns and decided your boundaries were really important to you. We have roller coaster or highest high in the reverse because I think you're just like not interested. Yeah, we have moving. So there's a sense that there's been a pretty significant change here in terms of your living situation and whether or not you're willing to continue to deal with, people who have been disappointing to you or betrayed you. So this is like major leveling up. So give yourself a high five. Ooh-wee. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So there is a new destination, a new fantasy, a new dream. There's something else here that's really exciting for you. And it's all because you decided to reinvest more time into yourself. All right, let's move to Sagittarius. We'll use the Beginner's Tarot. Empress, right out the gate. I like it, Sagittarius. So we've got somebody who has moved from Queen of Pentacles to Empress, which means you have, conquered the game. You know how to create things and be paid for them. You know how to be kind and generous, but also very intelligent, and you have boundaries. With the Tower in the reverse, there was some sort of feeling of entrapment, maybe a difficulty in moving away from a community. And then there was chaos. I don't know why I get the feeling here, Sagittarius, that we've got somebody who has worked really hard and maybe done so in silence or not where other people can see, and you escaped something like a structure that fell, a organization that didn't know how to deal with their weak foundation. We've got Four of Wands in the reverse. So this could be a relationship, this could be a family situation, this could be a work situation, but you knew that something was not working out and you got out in the nick of time. We have the King of Cups in the reverse and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. There were poor control monitors here, whether that was somebody who didn't control their emotions, their anger, somebody who didn't know how to run a business. There was something that you couldn't trust here. And with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like you had to decide whether or not you wanted to continue in the chaos and deal with the instability, or if you were going to make your departure. And I think you did. We've got the Empress, right? This is somebody who knows when to dip. We have the World coming out sideways. So in a sense, it's like you made it out from a difficult situation, but there's more that still needs to happen. There's some unfinished business here, but you have had success in the parts that you've completed. So this feels like Spirit urging you to not stop just because you've managed this. There's still something else that you need to do here. All right, let's grab your clarifiers. What else do we have for Sagittarius, please? Anxiety and karmic. So you're dealing with a situation that causes some anxiety. Somebody that either you or your person is well aware, well, maybe both of you are well aware, but somebody from the past that's no bueno. Somebody that causes a lot of drama. This is the unfinished business. You still need to deal with something here with a karmic. For some of you, that could be moving away because the world does invoke images of travel. Free yourself. So there's you in that pen, and you're meant to be freed. There's a cage here that is not meant to be around you anymore. So I do feel for many of you, this is talking about you moving somewhere that you would rather be or that you feel safer at, because there is a weak foundation here. For some of you, there is a connotation of like an economic collapse where you're currently at. That's real extreme, but there is something here that could be really difficult. And if you move, you avoid that. All right, let's go to Capricorn. This is the Santa Muerte. Interesting. So, like our pre-shuffle from the Sexual Tarot, we have the Emperor in the reverse. This is somebody who is trying to control the situation to get the outcome that they desire. And with the Ten of Cups in the reverse, this feels to me like somebody who is trying to break up a home or a living situation, break up a relationship. This could be like a new love situation that an ex is trying to create chaos or drama in the midst of. The World in the reverse. And the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is somebody who feels like they need to come rushing into a situation, but look at this, Knight of Swords is literally swallowing the truth. So this is somebody who doesn't want to be truthful about a situation that they feel like has unfinished business. And I feel like you already know it doesn't have unfinished business. So be wary of somebody that wants to cause chaos in your current situation or in a new love situation by lying about something or withholding something here for you. So we have Justice in the reverse. Yeah, this Knight of Swords is somebody that's going to move quickly and they're going to be lying about something. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This is about whether or not they were in a relationship or whether or not you should accept an offer. In other words, don't take their advice in your love life. And then we have Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who is not loyal. And I usually see this card as somebody who's a bit of a clout chaser if it's in the upright. If it's in the reverse, this is like somebody who's like a little bit, what's the word? Like they'll do anything to get their way, right? This person would throw you under a bus if it paid them $1,000, you know, like they don't care. So they're trying to make you lose something because that's what they want and it's not justice. So they're not going to find an easy path forward on this because the universe doesn't really care for this person. Like you can't be this controlling and manipulative and expect the universe to protect you. So we have journal, writing, diary, keeping notes. This person is keeping notes on something. So they're watching you, possibly because of social media. So you may want to kind of filter a little bit in terms of letting people see what's going on, because this is causing somebody to be pretty vengeful or kind of eyeing what they could do to mess with your happiness. This feels to me like somebody who's upset that even though things have ended, you are moving forward. They expected you to be upset and, you know, like they are, but because you aren't, they want to ruin something for you that's upcoming. All right, let's grab from the Romance Angel for you, Capricorn. Release your ex. So you or your person, somebody here needs to move on and appreciate that there are new chapters to this book. Let the other one move by, right? Okay, let's move to Taurus. Taurus, we're going to use the Bianco Nero for you. Two of Wands. And the Six of Swords. You are charting a new course after finding a little bit more stability in your life. So there's been maybe like a little bit of a financial win here, or something in your career has moved forward, and it looks like a bit of a new venture for you, or you weren't really expecting things to go the way that they are. With the Six of Swords, there's something that's going to seem like it kind of like escalates quickly in a good way. It's like you don't have to work as hard for something the second time around. The odd comparison I'm getting in my mind is when you have learned a second language, it becomes easier to learn the third or the fourth because you understand, things like what pluperfect means, right? And there's something here about you having made a really good decision for yourself, and it's leading to something even better. But with the Ace of Swords clarifying the King of Swords in the reverse, this is telling me when you know that you're meant to do something, or you're being called to do something, maybe create something, or start a business, write a book, you're being told to speak up for yourself. With this Ace of Swords, you need to have confidence in your voice, what you have to contribute, and make sure that it's obvious, whatever you're creating, whatever you're making, that it has your stamp on it, right? It is you. So be authentic. And I have a feeling you're going to come up against somebody who is less authentic, much less authentic, and they may not appreciate you for being boisterous or blunt or a straight shooter. That's their loss. I mean, if you don't appreciate somebody who's willing to be a straight shooter, what does that say about you? This is somebody who's a little bit nervous that you may cause changes that they don't really want. So you may be kind of eclipsing somebody in a business situation, or there's somebody here who's upset that because you've been able to focus your energy in a career or a professional way, there is less energy available for people who are toxic or chaotic in your life, and that's making people a little bit jealous. We have Strength. I love to see that, especially underneath the Judgment card, because we've got somebody here who has been able to make the right decisions for themselves, and it hasn't been easy. So, Taurus, please take a moment, give yourself a high five. Remember, you're awesome because you've gotten through a lot of crap. Now, we have the Queen of Cups come out sideways. This is regarding the Ten of Cups. So I feel like for some of you, you have somebody that holds you down, like really good support system, a best friend, a sibling, a parent, somebody like that that has really helped guide you and kept you strong. But there's also somebody who seeks to undermine this newfound strength of yours. And this could be somebody that has ties to you, family, or you live with them, or maybe you're in a relationship with them. There's somebody who's undermining this. So you do need to be a little bit cautious here regarding this Ten of Cups card being clarified by the Queen of Cups in the sideways position. All right, Taurus, let's get a couple cards from the Situations deck for you. So we have Triggers and Obsession. So you may need a change of scenery here, Taurus. It looks like there's something, either someone's obsessed with you and they don't do well seeing what you have, or there's somebody here who is jealous of what you have. There's just something here about your environment being a little bit of a difficult situation for you to be able to create whatever this is that you're meant to create. So consider what you can do to make the environment more hospitable for you. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to move, but it may mean that you need to, like, maybe redecorate or take a picture down with, you and an ex or something like that. All right, let's get exactly. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So that could also be why we have the Ace of Swords here, Taurus. You may have somebody that you've been a little bit like tiptoeing around, and if you've got emotions for them, this is encouraging you to, actually express them and not be too nervous to do so. All right, we finally made it, you guys. Virgo. We're going to, oh crap, which one is this for? I can't remember. We're going to use the Edgar Allan Poe for you, Virgo. Thank you for your patience, as ever. That's right. That's right. All right, so Virgo, we're starting off with some major arcana for you. We've got the Death card and Justice. There is an ending here that is justified, some sort of major change or transformation that is meant to bring you your blessings. There's been something standing in the way between you and what you are meant to have as far as, like payoff for being a good person. But this requires an ending in your life or a transformation. And I think you already know what that is. You've already done the work here that has earned you some sort of abundance, but there was an obstacle here. We had Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the Hanged Man in reverse. Somebody was refusing to change, even though they knew that they were not giving what you deserved. So this could be a relationship where somebody was intentionally being difficult or intentionally making things difficult for you in order to delay the work that they knew they needed to put in on themselves. They were making everything about you. So we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who is not providing stability or not creating a livable situation because they don't have that consistency. So we have the Knight of Wands clarified by the King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone that can't make something last long term. So they may have had troubles with keeping a job or providing, stability consistently. And as a result, somebody was being dishonest with themselves about what they needed to do to change the situation. They were putting everything on you. So we've got the Chariot in the reverse and the Hermit ending with your energy. I like that, Virgo. So you recognize that this person was creating stagnation for you, creating something that didn't need to be in your way. And with the Hermit, you decided to take some time, or you're about to decide to take some time for yourself, or, get away from the community and rethink your situation. What else do we have for Virgo, please? Ascension in the reverse and interlude. So basically, because you did not want to get in your own way or basically stop growing as a person, you realize that somebody wasn't getting on the elevator with you. You know what I mean? Like, you were already doing the work, but this person was too busy distracting themselves watching TV. Like, this is somebody who was not ready to leave the matrix, right? They wanted to continue to live in a facade because it was easier for them than actually having to do the hard work. So this person is going to make it hard for you to move on. They're going to try to keep you stagnant in some way. We have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So you are being asked to be maybe a little bit blunt here. And then we have give your relationship a chance. I feel like this is a different energy. Ooh, this just got interesting. So you're going to need to have a conversation that's honest with somebody that maybe is not ready to move forward in life the way that you do, i.e. you actually want to grow as a person and this person doesn't. And then there's somebody else that wants to try with you. Give your relationship a chance. So take some time for yourself, but there's somebody else who's interested in you here, Virgo. All right. And I like to include, for all signs, not just Virgo, a couple of cards at the end because you made it all the way to the end. So carry through your ideas. You will be successful. There's some sort of venture here, creative project or business that you are going to be successful with, but you do have to have faith in the ideas that you've created. Investigate carefully before going into any new undertaking. You do have an offer here that is a test, and you do have a good offer. So you're going to want to make sure you're using that intuition. You are too good for your own good. Um, be willing to kind of check yourself with regards to compassion. Are you doing the most for somebody else when they wouldn't do the most for you? Unexpected will happen. A short trip is coming. So this is very positive information. You just have to keep to your path. You know how to read people's energy. You know how to assess whether or not an offer is lame. So you just have to, stick to that and not let anybody influence you. Your intuition is the most important thing out there, right? No tarot reader should overtake that. You know what is going on. You just have to look for those signs and believe in yourself. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoy. 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 I hope you enjoy.